right, so we kind of whiffed on flounder the other day. We're going into an area with much clearer water, but we got the environments we're kind of good at, which is dock fishing. This is like I'm very comfortable doing this. That grass stuff, man, sometimes I feel like I'm good at it. I wouldn't say good, I feel like I can pass for it, but then other days I get my butt kicked doing it. So this is a little bit more my element. By this point, this stuff has had its teeth kicked in, as in like pounded. Can guarantee that part, but artificial or, you know, whatever we got to do, we'll figure it out. Flounder. Yeah, that's a good one. First one. Take it. Yeah, buddy. Tear on the hair of his chinny chin chin. That's not a bad one. No, sir. Looking for those breadcrumbs. Pitch it under that dock, though. That's where he was at. And we're keeping fish, without a doubt. But let me give you an idea. Yeah, 19. It's not a bad one either. Alrighty. Ain't that one? Look. A lot of work getting these fish. I gotta be quiet though, there's boats around me. Super thrilled that worked out just now. All right, we got one keeper, 19. Our minimum size is 15. Honestly, I'd probably be keeping like 16s and 17s. It's tough in the backwater. I mean, it's weird, like backwater can be extremely difficult in my opinion, or there's times where it's just pretty darn good. I think that has to coincide with the amount of fish moving through. But there's times where backwater is like, it's brutal, man. So I'm gonna hit some shallower docks. I've only got 2 mullet left. It took me an hour to net like 5 this morning. See, I gotta tell you the truth. The kayak, I always have to remind myself, I'm not in it to catch the most amount of fish from this platform. It's harder. I've accepted that, and I'm okay with that. That there's a little bit more work to catch fish from the kayak. Realize how lucky I am, how grateful I am to be able to fish as much as I do, and sometimes I get wrapped up in the, you know, I should be doing better, I should be catching more fish. I got one in the cooler, man, and after yesterday, you know, reds were fun, but I didn't see a sign of a flounder. Seeing a 19 off the bat puts me already in a good mood perspective wise. So the thing I'm worried about now is, can I find some bait? So I might have to we might be switching to artificial real soon and trying to cover some water and hopefully get an aggressive fish or two to strike our jigs. I'm gonna throw a little artificial here. Good fish here. Oh, hell yeah. Chatterbait fish. Chatterbait. Not a big one, but good enough, man. So North Carolina's flounder season's 2 weeks. That's it. That's all they gave us. The fishing is far better in the ocean right now. It's like, you'll find way more 21 to 23 inch fish. You might find a giant here. On the inshore waters, it seems like a lot of times that those 7-8 pound fish love to stay inshore, but you'll get some, you know, okay fish on the inside. You know, normally I'd be putting these fish back, but I know I'm gonna have probably a very tough day ahead, so 16 and a half, 17s are gonna take it. So Maybe my second keeper. Definitely not the fish I have in mind to catch, but I'm already experiencing that things might be kind of tough. So already noticing my flounder experience for the day may not be as easy as I was hoping for. So taking what I can get, you know. All right, and that was on a chatterbait. I'm just trying to cover a little water here. Be efficient. I've only got 2 mullet left, so I kind of want to save them in case I can't get any more as well. 3.8, so it's kind of shallow. Figure I got another. As soon as this tide really drops out, I'm gonna be in trouble here. That's all I know. All right, little postage stamp right there. All right, next dock. All right, we got one issue here. We're losing water here kind of quickly, so probably gonna want to comb through this with a little bit of urgency. As soon as I get below that 3 foot mark, it usually clock ticks real quickly, you know. Tons of bait and tons of dink flounder, as you'd expect. Oh, these flounder are shallow right now. It's all right. That was probably like a 15. I mean, that one. Now I'm gonna try mullet here. See what happens quick. Then we're gonna move on. This one looks like it. It looks like it, man. That's pretty textbooky. Red. Gotta be, right? Oh, if that's a flounder. It is a flounder. Damn. Little guy ran like that. It's crazy how much speed these guys can get when they want it. The old circle hook. Old circle hook gut hook. Using a circle hook here and yep. Gut hooked it. The flounder and circle hooks, man, sometimes it doesn't pay in my opinion. You know, game fish like drum and stripers, you'll do fine with the circle hooks, but flounder, I have such bad experience with the circle hooks, and people were telling me, you know, calling me a Guggen, because I didn't do anything there. I just literally, what a shame. Hopefully you can make it. They just really get gut hooked easily with them. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. That was a non-offset 2-0. But anyway, we need bait. So let's see. Oh, we got what we could, right? Should have had a bunch in here. All right, let's get started. Definitely got the march of the mini baits here. As much as I'd love to have 100 good, fat, big mullet, I'm gonna use the little guys then. Now we get to figure out what type of hook to use with these tiny mullets. Use these Trocar number 2s. Oh my gosh, wow. Would have never saw that coming in a million years. That was gonna go down like that. I just thought that was, without a doubt, a red drum. All right, 3 feet of water. Another live mullet fish. I thought we had a drum for sure there. That's a better size fish. These are fish worth targeting in the creeks and stuff, so got no problem with that. 21, that's not bad. I'll take 21s all day. I sometimes seriously forget how structurey these fish are. He was like up in that slough there. 21's not bad. All right. Thank him for it. Red. Haven't seen one of these yet. Yeah. That orange dog there. Cool. These little ones are always so cool looking. Got all these spots and they look like goldfish, man. Losing tide. What am I at? 2.8 feet, guys. 2.8, super shallow. So a lot of small fish. Definitely have way more little guys than keepers. So I ended up putting a 15 back, and then 16 and a half, 19 and change, and a 21. So it's not too bad. I think most of the fish came 3 to 4 feet of water. That one fish should have gotten like 7 or 8. Not a hot bite at all by any means. Of course, there's pressure. Every dock's been getting hit probably for the last few days, and here I am trying to get a few. With a limited amount of bait, I wish I had bigger bait too. It will let me, you know, move through areas a little bit quicker. One crowbar, right, and 2 small red drum. So it's Labor Day weekend, so you know, I have a feeling my time on the water will be limited. So maybe we'll start doing the beach fishing. I know there's some Spanish mackerel on the surf now too. So I gotta try to upload more videos regularly. I know I've only been doing it once a week. That does not fit the YouTube algorithm anymore. I don't know. It's hard because I don't like putting clickbait fluff up. I don't have the personality for it more than anything. You know, I'm kind of a dry dude. I can't clickbait my way with, you know, it's hard to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? So I'd like to thank today's video sponsor. That's Waterland Co. glasses. A good pair of polarized glasses really helps on the water. Throwing the cast net, especially from the kayak, you get that glare. Being pretty close to the water, it can be really hard to see the mullet sometimes. I'll put a link and a discount code in the video's description. All the rods and reels we use. Net mullet by my house right now, and those I was using like 3-0 or 4-0 hooks. The mullet I netted here were these tiny, you know, babies. Those I really prefer to use. I'm using a number 2 Eagle Claw. But the biggest fish on the day came on the little tiny mullet. You know, who knows what would have happened if I had a lot of good sized mullet too. Those little mullet, if the junk fish are bad, they're really hard to fish with. But thankfully I'm not seeing much. You know, we didn't see any croakers or little short striking critters. So all things considered, that's not bad. Quick question for you guys. On the autopilot, I seem to be going slower now. Like I'm only getting to about 4 miles an hour. Before, with the tide, I don't have much tide, but I might have been going about 4.5. I don't know, maybe small nitpicks. So all right, I'm gonna hit one more dock and I think we'll call it a day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed a little flounder session. Well, pretty good.